two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
19 Tiger. Go.
Now Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
60 Bison. Panther 60. 18 Rattler.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
Young now from the 50. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. It's Young off play action. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. From the 44, Young. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Young to throw on 4th. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. He completes this to Sutton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Watson on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go now.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
18 Cardinal.
1st and 10, Young. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
70 Timberwolves.
To the air once more, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And all the way down to the 5. try to pound it in. Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 147 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. The sneak successful from a yard out as they have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together. Oh, Young loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
70, 65 catch, 65 catch.
A play fake. Now Young. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. On play action, Young lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Ready.
Young on third down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. It'll be Young again. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hurry, hurry.
Off the play fake, Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third, Watson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Watson off play action. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Mustang 19. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yards.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Young working out of the gun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's Young on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a back out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Charger, 19 Charger. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out.
And now Watson throws another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd down, Young again. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
It's Young off play action. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte.
18, Pioneer.
Now here's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the interception, here's Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Kamara on the read option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Watson.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Warriors 70.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. To throw is Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Young to throw it. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Ready?
To throw, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Rattler.
To the air once more, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Panther 11, Panther 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
A play fake. Now Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. That throw by Young incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Again, it's Young. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
19. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Check smash. Check smash. 19 Lion. Rig. Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now Young. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A give. This is Kamara. And some room to work.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. On 4th down, Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 1st down, Young. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,